Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Caves of Cud, where today I'm nervous. Today is a day I'm nervous. Unlike all the other days where we play Caves of Cud, where I feel like I know exactly what's going to happen and nothing baffling ever occurs. Okay, eat the god's flesh, then follow the coral path. These are the parts of the enigma, right? Eat the god's flesh, follow the coral path. So it's possible that eating the god's flesh is going to... let me unlock my view here. It's possible that eating the god's flesh is going to reveal to us like a path in the ground that already exists that we can't see yet. I also think it's possible that we're just going to have like a wild psychotropic vision, and in that vision there will be a coral path. It's really hard to know, but like this seems incredibly suspicious, right? The unbleached bones of a human adult. This is an eater, right? Maybe? Or an alien or something. I'm gonna go touch it. Yup. Eater's flesh. Oh, cybernetics credit wedge. Awesome. Wait, hold on. What kind of wedge is that? Hold on. I'm distracted now. A very important thing is happening. Where is that wedge? It is... Oh, it's a good one. Oh, it's the kind we need. So we can get our security interlock now. Obviously, we have a thing to do. So yeah, we got some eater's flesh right here. I'll take all that. And also this scroll bound by a strand of kelp. Give me that. A little bit over the weight limit. It's fine. Don't worry. We have so much garbage. I have so much garbage. I don't even know what an ontological anchor does. Hold on. Here's a question. If I try to equip it, where does it go? I can't remove the fickle gill. Oh, it goes on my arm. What does it do while it's on my arm? I mean, it anchors me, right? Plutonic metal is etched with a two-dimensional projection of the rhombic dodecahedral honeycomb, allowing it to snap onto the ley lines of the local region. So it... Nope, I don't know. Well, I mean, let's keep it on. I guess we gotta keep it powered, too, huh? Replace cell. Let's put in one of these. See how long it takes for that to run down. Also, our fidget cell is finished. Finished cell. Okay. Oh, right, I came into this menu to lower the weight that we are carrying. Let's, I guess, read this scroll real fast. Oh, never mind real fast. This is 10 pages long. On the 9th of Kisuux, I come from the west. My parents sold me into slavery as a babe, though the practice had been formally abolished in Perth years earlier. As a boy, I cut my teeth on the reefs of the Shore of Songs, and lulled the pale sea to sleep with many a hymn, that she might return our sailors from the black stare unscathed. How the melodies whisked inside my skull even then. I was given no name at birth, but the sailors called me Katu. At 5 and 10 years I ran away. On Ettenspine I roosted with an eremite who ushered me into okay. I learned to hunt and laugh and dream. In time I came to know of the free city and the ingress afforded my kind. I shoved off from my stony nook and trekked to their high gate and settled there, though I preferred to sup with the anglers and other low folk. In a sun-warmed pool under the rampart, the free seer first noticed me. The slant of his neck from where he watched on the parapet presaged my movements, I still recall. I stood from my bath and shamefully padded to my discarded vest, but stopped. I saw him from that distance, his eyes tucked deep into his shorn dome, his frock as inert as a statue's, and I felt no more shame. Under his tutelage I rose to prominence in his court. I stood by his side as he treated with the Tuildars of Odrum, as he plotted against the southern freeholds. When a traitorous cantor slipped poison into his cup, I smashed it from his hands and sundered the quisling's mind. That night, in the hour of the beetle moon, he introduced me to the mirth of an assembled mind. Together with the other cantors, we joined, and he named me Mirthful, and raised me unto his honor guard. I would be dispossessed of it in under a year. But I must pause now. The cant loudens. ends, and the Elder nears. I vow to conclude my story if I still draw breath, and if I am free. So hold up. Okay, that's one diary entry. What? This is not procedurally generated text, but I don't feel that I got a ton out of it. So, come from the west. Do we know... I mean, Perth is the name of a real world place. But we haven't seen or heard of anything about a Perth or an Ettenspine. Okay, so this young man was sold into... this boy was sold into slavery and then escaped. Doesn't seem to have been a major, not a thing he felt the need to fill in any details about. It wasn't that big of a deal. I just left. And then he got taken up into the honor guard of some very magic man. This is a weird story so far, and I don't know what it has to do with anything. But I imagine we'll get there. It is dusk. I sit on the bank of the river Svai, but no fire warms my bones. The risk of drawing moon-doting beasts is too great, and any aggregation of minds is sure to attract the attention of the Elder. Instead, I write by a flame kindled on my thumb. So he's talking about a fair number of mental mutations that we're familiar with, basically, or at least things that are in the same vein as mental mutations that we're familiar with. I left off at being named Mirthful in the Hall of the Free Seer. No honor is higher for a cantor of Oath. For months I trained with my masked compatriots beneath the hall, where our clay cisterns stored the fresh water that would later haunt my dreams. In the spring, a letter arrived from the Angler King. He sought a treaty with the Free Seer and invited us to a neutral council on the doorstep of Ibunudur, arbitrated by the Teuldor of Doria. After much preparation, we set out, rowing our sketties beyond the Bowl of Iris and to the frosty shores of that far tundra. Over the course of the journey, the Free Seer's disposition soured. He withdrew from the Council of the Mirthful, even my own, and spent the better part of the wintry trek alone in his tent. At first I attributed his mood to the fragility of our diplomatic high ground, but I soon learned the true tack. We arrived at the camp on Ibunudur on the summer solstice. The twin banners of Athenreach and Doria thrashed in the wind, and the hymns of the Eustace Sutta carried. Okay. We are definitely seeing words that we've seen before now. So I wasn't... with this being an eater, I wasn't 100% sure if we were talking about stuff that was happening on this planet. But now I'm feeling a little more anchored. I remember smiling at the throaty crooning of their priests. As we studied the campground from a hillock, as the Free Seer ambled up to my side, I saw the jewel of the hanging hills, Nisramet, the Angler King's wife, she who cemented the peace between her father's fiefdom and the Angler King's freehold. I saw her, and I immediately knew my own treachery. The Free Seer's gaze was acknowledgement enough. Oh, interesting. I've arrived at Kyakukya. Kind Nuntu shares his hut with me, offers me smoked mushroom, and asks nothing in return. I write these words at his desk, and though he lusts for knowledge himself, he leaves me be to chronicle my past. The campaign back toward Oth was grim. I awaited my fate at the Free Seer's hands, though I anticipated being given the dignity of first returning to the hall in my home. I was not afforded so much. One dismal night under the beetle moon, I was accosted in my tent by my masked brothers. To my bewilderment, the stiffening had come already. How had the Free Seer acquired the Cherry Daughters? Had he bargained for them at Ibunudur, or had he possessed them all along? To this day, I do not know. I have no idea what we're talking about right now. I remember little of the stiffening outside the beating of my own heart high in my ears. I passed out, and when I awoke next morning, the cavalcade had vanished. Only a moment did my recognition last before the chanting in my head took hold. I had heard it before, of course. All my life, in fact. It was the chanting that I weaved my melodies around on the shores of Perth as a small boy. Now, though, it was as if a single distant cantor had summoned 1,000 of his kin, and they each summoned 1,000 of their own. I wept, then I screamed, then I tore the hair from my head. The chant animated my bones more surely than my volition ever had. East and south, it urged. East and south. East and south. Toward Cud. My recollection of the voyage to the Great Salt Desert is fractured and fitful. I grew sicker by the day, but the chant grew louder, and so quickened the force that compelled me. Surely I would die once I reached the moistureless plains of Mograyi, presumably as had my predecessors before me. Finally I did reach them, where a salt-churned rivulet dried under a golden arch. The arch seems a thing born of my dementia, but that I recall it so vividly, and that I know it's the least of the secrets kept by Mograyi. So this is stuff that happened far northwest of the Stilt, then. So there's a whole lot of world out there, right? The thing that the area of our gameplay does not encompass the whole of the world of Cud. This is like a couple square miles, I think. I edge closer to the grove of fungi and its preposterous promise. Are the whispers true? Could it all be so simple? I can feel the moistness of the eater's flesh on my lips, though the memory is surely another's. If salvation awaits me, then I promise to take it, whether or not I deserve it. Tonight, though, the jungle shrouds me. I sit under a chrome belfry, a leech kneading at my skin. I feel no compulsion to bar its work. The companionship is welcome. Now, to awaken the past once more. Mograyi. Oh, how the dromads know. How did I survive the Great Desert? I cannot say for sure. I owe something to the songs I sang at Perth, to the falconry I learned on Ettenspine, to the honing of my sinew under oath. The fractured dream that was my voyage offers little elucidation, but I do remember chewing salt and summoning gusts of wind to suck the moisture out of the dead air. Of all the riven memories that churn in my head, Mograyi only accounts for a coherent 3. The first is a vision of ruin at the fabled Kubris Yeti, the seat of the Wrathchild Empire. Stretched across the alabaster plain were the last of their wicked structures, toppled effigies of the man-scorpions themselves. I reposed there, against my will and only out of exhaustion. Fixated on the night sky in fear and fatigue, I heard the echoes of a great saltback steps. Even those gargantuans know to avoid the place. Well, sure, it's full of man-scorpions. The second memory is the presence of the giants. Colossal skeletons in the forms of humanoids litter the desert. I had heard the accounts before, and indeed some of the specimens extend as far north as Odrum. Their history is wholly unknown to us or anyone else, but their bones provide some of the only shade on the salt pans, and so they grew to be welcome sights. So it was with horror that I discerned a truth one night while tucked into the ribcage of one of 3 cadavers in a small proximity. You see, all the carcasses shared a commonality, their orientation. East and south, east and south. The third memory is the rust, rusted hulls and rusted spires. It took me weeks to realize what I beheld. For all my boyhood was rife with skeddies and ships, but none were of this size. I envisioned what the past must have looked like, as little sense as it made to me. Mograyi is a vast sea, and monstrous vessels mounting its waves. Markings and etches on their hulls had no resonance for me then. Later, though, I recognized the figure of the spindle, and I glimpsed the importance it held for these seafaring eaters. When I lurched to the ground and was righted by a brown-skinned man with a knife, a glowing cat at his feet, I knew it was a dream. It must be a dream. So, this is someone else who came here to eat the flesh of the eaters, right? I guess we still don't know to what end, to recall the past or so. Hold on, where was that part? So he became part of a mass mind, right? And then they don't like that he fell in love, fell in love. They don't like that he was very attracted to the Angler King's wife, or there's something more here that we have not had made clear to us. Maybe he recognized her, and they were able to read in his mass mind some element of his past that had not been clear before. But my immediate thought here is just that he was like, yowza, and that was enough. So this person came... Where was it? This thing about the eater's flesh. So they broke him off from the mass mind, and sort of like drove him out with chanting, or maybe they connected him to something else and that's what the chanting is. I still don't have any idea what the stiffening is or what the hell a cherry daughter might be. Huh. I can feel the moistness of the eater's flesh on my lips, though the memory is surely another's. So no, he experienced a memory of someone else eating the flesh of an eater? I owe my life to antelopes. Boy, if I had a nickel. In my haste to reach the fungal grove, I misstepped. My wandering and buoyant mind blinded itself to the presence of a chosen one. She neared me, set on enveloping me back into the fold, but she was intercepted by antelopes. For what purpose did they intercede, I do not know, but they have my thanks. So must they have the elder's ire. Okay, so yeah, he was via whatever mass mind weirdness experiencing the memory of someone else eating eater flesh, and that made him want to come here to do it himself, I guess? Maybe some other part of the memory? I come now to Cud, and the Seekers of the Sightless Way. The chanting compounded in my skull into a final ecstasy, wherein I joined an aggregate mind the likes of which I hadn't fathomed. I was primed for it, though. From my first joining on Ettenspine all those years ago, to the rite of mirth chaperoned by the Freeseer, I knew that sight guides us no more than salt does. There is ecstasy in the aggregate, indeed, and the Elder is as powerful a center as I've known. But a center is it still, and where there is a center, there is a hierarchy. Which piece of my past endowed me with the wisdom to see through the ruse? Was it the boyhood memory of crashing waves on the shore of songs, echoed later in my vision at Mograyi? Was it the jealousy in the eyes of the Freeseer at Ibunuder? Okay, yeah, makes things pretty clear. Or was it a mere wrinkle in the mass mind, owing nothing to my own struggle? I cannot say, but while the other cantors piped their songs to weaken the Elder's prison, unknowing thralls to a greater mind, I escaped. Yeah, so I was about to say, okay, so the Elder is tall, the Elder's the thing that's been imprisoned. That's, okay. That's very interesting. So the betrayal was just having some feeling for another. I had maybe underestimated the degree of the Freeseer, like basically it's sort of a mass mind / harem, which is, boy, that raises all kinds of thorny ethical issues, huh? The Elder. No, Taw. I write the name in defiance of my captivity, even at the risk it incurs. Taw knew nothing at first, but my absence dawned in time. The continuity was broken, and Taw sent agents to seize me. Even now, they near. It is too late. Though I sit near a stream of primordial soup, though clouds of spores surround me, it is too late. My invocation of Taw's name fixed my location and trajectory. The Eater's flesh is mine now, but the Chosen will be here in corporeal form too soon. Could I have lived outside the aggregate for very long in any case? I do not know. The solitude wears on me as much as my flight. I've one last sundering to perform. A sundering. A memory of a distant life, a lost dream, takes hold. I sunder the mind of a foe to protect a lover. Man, this game's pretty alright. I am so into everything that has happened to us so far. I'm having such a good time. I'm going to burn a couple of cells here. We don't want to... Yeah, I guess it would be just another random... Here, this one. This one's not entirely full. How dare it? Okay, so now we have the flesh of an eater. Okay, these mushrooms are eater flesh. I'm going to drop one of the bits of eater flesh. My guess is I don't actually want all these. Just the one for now, though. I'm just going to put this straight in my mouth, huh? Alright, let's see what happens. This feels very bad. This feels like a bad idea. What kind of riddle is this? Your eyes lose focus in the spongent craters of a coral moon. Is this the flesh of gods? Just in case you didn't quite understand, we're going to put the words used in the quest right here in the description. Alright, eat. It says it's food. It's in the food category. It must be safe. That hits the spot. You are now sated and quenched. Uh-oh. Oh. Oh, I love it. I love it very much. Hey, everybody. Look, it's the coral path. Who would have thought? Yeah, give me this. I want more of this eater's flesh. Okay. So, perhaps, this is indeed a weird psychotropic vision, but it's definitely also a path that we can follow. Ow. Spored. You know, sometimes you get spored. It's gonna happen. It's hard to judge distances with the thing that's happening right now. Ow, stop shooting. Acid men. Okay, so I'm gonna hit, well, first of all, I'm gonna hit juke, because it gives me a free space of distance. And then we're gonna sprint around some stuff here. Just give me a little bit of cover. Yeah, just try to use the mushrooms as cover. Oh god, they're approximately the same speed as I am. That's the worst speed they could possibly be. Ooh, did you see him, like, lead that? Very clever. Very clever indeed. Sprint. Wait, does my stuff just not have cooldowns? Yo, is this eater flesh maybe? No. Okay, we have Huh. 34 rounds. 32 rounds. 30... Okay. Okay. We might be experiencing a time thing, or our cooldowns are just accelerated. Something's going on. I don't know. It's a weird place, and a weird time, and everything about it is weird. So we're just gonna... Oh, that seems significant. Was that there before? What am I seeing? Tables with what? Workbench. Okay, so it's just like tools and stuff. Follow the coral path. I did it. What a riddle. Are you my dude? Are you Pax Clank? Is it a coincidence that the knotted, irrumpant throng of organ that is Pax Clank is shaped in the vague form of a humanoid? Or is the prodigy fungus welcoming his extra-dimensional anthropoid visitors with a warm gesture? In either case, his splendid orange cap looks like a fancy hat. Sorry. It's just... something between the writing of that and my reading of it really got to me. The semblance ends there, however. In place of a face, there's only a trio of undulating tentacles. At the edges of your field of vision, more tentacles writhe over tools, books, circuit boards, frog cadavers, and saltwater pearls. You realize just how many things Clank does at once, and you wonder at nature's decision to bestow peak organic wit to a fungus. I don't know, that feels a little judgmental. He is hated by roots, disliked by fish for some reason no one remembers. Well, I mean, the fish certainly don't. Nope, my dude is rifling through his own trash. My skin itches. Am I metabolizing right now? Yes, I'm also shimmering and astrally tethered. You know, these things happen. Mr. Clank. Clegg puff at you? So, what? Okay. Sorry. Excuse me? Clank puff at you? Yes. Why are you the color of coral? And why did the brick road outside only appear after I ate the eater's flesh cap? Clank no want visitors, so Clank relocate workshop. Half dimension away. Tasties alter viewing plane. Okay, so I ate a mushroom that made me move half a dimension over. That makes sense. That makes as much sense as anything else that's ever happened to us here. Your thirst is mine. Do you want some water? Does he do water? He loves it. He loves water. That's the thing about Pax Clank. I am friend to fungi. Colonize me. No. No, thank you. No, that's fine. I do have a secret to share with you, though. Would you like to know about this goat folk village? Perhaps to eat them. I mean, are we gonna make best friends with Pax Clank? I kinda want to. Also, the location of Kawan. Here's some more stuff. I do not wish to be infected with Mumblemouth, I don't think. It spreads uncontrollably. The fungal infection we have now, I feel like I have control over. We are absolutely going to ask him to join us. Or I could just, like, be friends with fungi. I don't know. Hold on. Let's trade. Do you have stuff? He has nothing to trade. And he ends the conversation if you attempt it. I'm here to collect a debt for the Barathrumites. Please don't hate me. Prickles? Clank miss Prickles. Hey, why do you owe Prickles a debt? Clank puff on Prickles during lecture on light refraction. Prickles angry. Well, you can repay the debt now. Barathrum wants you to build something. A climber, and he says only you can do it. Clank care little for debt. But you don't get to decide. Hold on, you don't get to decide that you just care little for debt. That's not how debt works. If debt worked that way, I'd be doing it right now. You owe Barathrum, and he needs your help. Clank puff on debt. My dude, okay, is there anything I can do to change your mind? Clank think. Clank got it. Clank puff on you. Puff on yourself, asshole. No, sorry, excuse me, what? Clank puff on you. You host Clank. You spread Clank for Clank. Then your Clank shrivels away. Clank puff on you, then Clank build jalopy. Yo, he doesn't know English enough to have articles, but he knows the word jalopy? This is very difficult for me to understand. Fine, puff away. Infect my... It's probably my left arm. I'm going to have to unequip my ontological anchor, but that's fine. I don't know what it was doing anyway. You have gained the activated ability Puff Spores. You've contracted Clank. Spread Clank around Cud in 4 ways of your choosing. Clank puff on you. Clank build jalopy. Ugh. Okay, so we're good then? Oh, I'm overburdened. Is he very heavy? He has given me 5 pounds of Clank. I want to look at it. What's my Clank look like? +1 intelligence. This item's AV bonus is being averaged across all body parts of the same type. Wait, isn't that always the case? Right, like, armor value is just armor value. Attacks don't hit specific body parts anyway, right? Maybe I don't understand what that's expressing. Okay, it turns out we are very well liked by fungi. My dude, you are average strength to me? I mean, if I have him join me, what will happen? Also, how many times in video games have you had the option to say colonize me? That's fairly unique, right? You know what? I'm going to ask him to share some secrets, because we have a lot of reputation. We can do this. Tell me some things. The location of a fungus forest? Okay. Not great. Can you share me a better secret? One more time? This is all he knows, is he knows where all the fungi are. Okay, well, it was worth a shot. I mean, are we going to screw up the quest if we do this? That's my biggest concern here, is that if I ask him to join me, he might not be present for whatever the next step of the... I'm not going to mess with it right now. We're doing fine without it. So I gotta spread Clank around. Where should there be Clank? Also, let me look at my quest log here. How are we feeling? Just return to Gritgate, he says. So spread Clank. Okay, we have to do 4 of these things. Yo! You know who should definitely get clanked is all Naftali. Also, should I spread Clank on dogs? I feel like I've maybe done enough to dogs. But, like, we can absolutely puff Bethesda Souza and an insect and a Naftali. Yeah, this is super doable. Alright. Oh, that's right. I knew that. My arm is so heavy. What do we wanna... How do we wanna deal with this? The scroll bound by a strand of kelp, I bet, is going to be worth a fair amount of XP in what do you call it? In the place. You know that place? So I'm going to keep that for now. We could ferment this yuckweed stem, but it sure doesn't solve the problem. Let's... I like my grenades. Yo, fullerite hand bones, 18 pounds. 18 human pounds. Hey, what weapon type are your hands? Are your hands cudgels? Because I'm just thinking, we did totally... no, I want to look at hand. I cannot do this. My hand has 8 penetration. I'm assuming my hand's getting my full strength bonus. If our hands did 2d4 plus 1 damage and they were cudgel class, because we were definitely allowed to conk someone at one point when we didn't have a hammer equipped, right? If my hands are cudgels and I just make my hands really awesome at damage, like, we probably actually want to hold on to this, is what I'm saying, is the place I'm going. So, don't drop that, even though it's a ton of weight. I still don't know what this ganglionic teleprojector does. That's a problem. I have so many things. God, we have so much weird stuff. I love the amount of weird stuff that we have. Like, I love hoarding all of the stuff. I'm just going to disassemble 3 power cells. That's the way I solve all of my weight problems. It's just like, what if I had fewer power cells? Okay, am I going to be allowed to leave the forest now? Nope. There's a salty mono sludge to the east. So the primordial soup is just like the stuff that is necessary for life to happen, basically. Okay, we found our way out. Hey look, madpoles. I'm going to shoot them. Sorry, glowfish. Wow, I do a lot. I do a lot of damage. I just killed something that wasn't even in the path of my fire. That's how good this gun is. Wow, this madpole is tough as hell. Please stop living. Okay. Hey, dragonfly thing. I saw you. I know you exist. Wow, that's a lot of madpoles. Don't worry, glowfish. I'll save you and also probably kill most of you. Oh, that time I fired directly at the glowfish. I'm not even pretending to save them now. Okay, we're actually pretty close to another level up. Don't know... You. Stay put. No, stop running. I have spores and you need them. You don't even know how much you want these spores. Okay. Where is... Here we go. Puff spores. I did it. Spread clank to insects. I love you, insect. Is he hostile? No, he loved it. Of course he loved it. It's Clank. Who wouldn't? What else am I supposed to infect? I'm having a real weird day. I am supposed to infect insects, Bethesda Souza, just something around Bethesda Souza. I think it's good for us to have Clank around Bethesda Souza, right? If we assume that he's, like, essentially allied with the Urshib, like, allied enough. Okay, I can do that. As soon as I'm not lost anymore, we'll go to Bethesda Souza and do that thing. And maybe we'll run into some... Aha! My bearings. Maybe we'll run into some Naphtali? Just gonna look around real quick. You know, there's always Naphtali when you don't want to see him. None right now, though. Okay, we made it out of the rainbow forest. Okay, I was gonna say, I wonder when I'm gonna stop being high on eater flesh. It happened. I've contracted fickle gill on my face. That means I can't wear my helmet anymore. I like that helmet a lot. It might be time to clear the fickle gill. I need a leech, I think? Oh. Oh, my face is heavy. Heavy. I've come down with heavy face. So that's not great. That's probably going to affect my career in the movies. So we're going to need a leech corpse, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Puff spores? I did it! Hooray! Here, you just grow on that wall for a while and we'll get you sorted later, buddy. Whoa! Cragmensch, missile, chirping. Hold on a second. We're going to be very cautious. That is a missile launching turret? Is that what I am to gather from the thing that just occurred? It is a rocket turret. I will shoot it. It is trying to kill me with rockets. But the thing about that is, there's a lot of garbage in the way, and it's a bad shot. It's not that bad of a shot. That was close. Alright, I destroyed this tree. Probably a bad move, actually, when you think about it. Wow, it's a really tough turret, is the thing. I'm hoping that we can kill it, and it will leave some rockets behind. But also, I definitely can't carry rockets. I got 37 XP for that. Just trying to tread slowly here. Y'all. Okay. Here's the thing. We know where this is. In fact, you know what I'm going to do right now? I'm going to make use of a thing. Plus. rocket cache. South of Bethesda Susa. I assume these will not get ruined. Okay. Not going to try to carry all that stuff around. So now we need to go to a place where there will be turtles. Or... I mean, there's a lot of places where we might encounter some turtles. Also, Naphtali, mollusks, dogs. Unfortunately, I don't know of any place, like, specifically to go encounter any of these things. Have I ever seen a mollusk in this game? Oh, are snails mollusks? I realize I don't actually know. I thought mollusks were more like plants. The Garden of Geth. Hey, that's a place I've never been. Let's go back to Grit Gate. Right? And go say hi to Q-Girl. I wonder if I should still have the clank on me when I go back there. Will they be okay with that? They'll probably be okay with that. They wanted me to negotiate, and I negotiated. Yeah, it's probably fine. I'm doing work for the cause, you know? I'm just trying to help. No, sorry. This is the right floor. First of all, let's go eat some porridge. I also need to find a leech. So we kind of need to just, like, wander in the forest for a little while looking for things. Okay. Hey, Barathroom. Good news. Oh, no, wait. I'm sorry. I'm supposed to go back and talk to Q-Girl. Boy, I'm sure glad she didn't die during the invasion, huh? Wait, am I not supposed to... I thought it said go back to Q-Girl, but she does not have a dialogue option. Nope, speak to Barathroom. I'm the big dumb guy. It's me, in case you were wondering. Is in fact Barathroom. Plant angry. Oh, right. Plants. They don't so much like the fungus that I have going. I'm gonna juke away and then sprint to the stairs. Wow, he hopped his whole pot over here. Alright, we're all... I did take a swing at him, but nobody knows? Okay, cool. So am I just like... Am I so negative with plants right now? The Consortium of Phyta is negative 615. Even docile members will attack you. Is my Fickle Gill exacerbating things? Yes. Okay. I don't want to get in a fight with that plant. We're gonna go fix the thing here. Clank said that after I did what he asked, it would shrivel off of me, right? So we can probably lose all of our infections with a little bit of exploration. Let's go find a leech corpse, find a dog, find a turtle. And I mean, really, we just kind of want to wander around in the... Oh, this is probably not the right part of the world, though. The enemies here are a little higher level. We need, like, basic-ass enemies. Show me some salt marsh. Maybe I should have waited until it was day, though. We're just going to wander blindly, I guess? I don't really know of a better way to do this. I need a tortoise. Again, the sort of thing that you can never escape the tortoises when you're looking for them. And leeches too. Leeches, I don't really know where to look for leeches. In theory, if we saw a tortoise, aha! Congratulations. Welcome to Spore Town. Population, you are clanked. Okay. Now I need a dog, and I still need a leech as well. I'm assuming it would be real bad for me to kill this tortoise now, because he's like host to my dealings. It would be very, very easy for us to kill roughly an infinite number of Snapjaws. Okay, I guess I'll disassemble this. I don't even want the rest of your garbage. Oh, there were two of them. So we're just looking for an angry dog. And there are wild dogs all over the place, right? You can't really plan to encounter a wild dog. And then also a leech. I feel like I've never tried to encounter a leech. It just happens, so we'll just hope that it just happens. Oh, hey. Where do these guys get all this technology stuff? Boy, remember when bark armor looked like a thing? What? Sorry? He's got an extra dimensional quilted shawl? No, I don't want to. Sorry. Look. This item recently materialized in this dimension, having inherited some properties from its home dimension, the infinite dodecahedron. Also, 10 cold resist. What? Get. I don't leave the extra dimensional thing behind, obviously. That's pretty weird, right? That's a pretty weird thing that just happened. Sure, that's fair. There's a guy right there. Alright, now may I cook? Let's preserve my fresh foods and just whip up. I don't need any. I don't need any particular bonuses. We're cool. Yeah, so that's strange. That's a strange thing that we just found. It could be the case that that's just a thing that can happen, and we, due to luck, had not seen it yet. But it might also be the case that we're advancing this very big, very weird plot line, and once you get to this part of it, stuff like that starts to appear. Is it even worth picking up a copper nugget? It's less money efficient than the power cells that I would destroy to carry it. So unless we're going to drop something else, I definitely want to hold on to the eater's flesh. That stuff seems alright. I'm gonna maybe cut down on the number of grenades we're carrying. We're carrying a lot of grenades, and I'm not going to use them all. Or any of them. Honestly, fairly likely that I will not use... Oh, okay, cool. That's true. I wasn't really thinking about that, but disassembling grenades is useful too because it can teach you to make them. So I'm just looking for dogs and leeches. Oh hey, a shotgunner. Ooh, silver nugget. Silver nugget actually worth carrying. For sure. Painted leather armor. He has a weird artifact. Not an interesting artifact, though. What is this armor painted with? Inside a colossal leaf, Ushir IV cemented her friendship with jewelers by marrying Kakesh. That is new information. Disassemble this guy. Okay. Where, oh where, have all the wild dogs gone? Okay. We were in a town that was run by dogs, weren't we? Is that a thing? Am I remembering that correctly? Do we know of a town of dogs? Hold on, I'm gonna kill you, and then I'm gonna bug out of here. Is it this one? It's one of the recent towns. Is it this one? Take me to BROR. Must avoid plants. You guys are all just kind of... Oh, that's right. That's that tree that I gave a fungal infection to. That's fun. It does seem like fungus is just really important in our day-to-day lives. So this town is run by skunk people. Not dogs at all. Also, gorillas. A lot of apes. A lot of apes in the world. Our world is primarily one of apes and dogs. Hey, look, another globe. Apparently they aren't that rare after all. I am feeling a little hungry. I'm going to go and eat there. And wow, there's actually multiple globes in this town. Alright, well, thanks for that. Maybe it was this one? No, not take, sorry. go to Kawan. Kawan has Naftali. That'll do. How, you think they're gonna be mad? I'm gonna pretend I sneezed. Chew. No, you're not. Did I not get you? I got you, but you're not Naftali faction. So that doesn't count. Which means that probably also a dog villager would not count. Okay, that's fair. That's fine. What happens if we just wander outside of town a little bit? What kind of stuff are we going to see out here? You know what I love about these areas is the fact that I can actually see everything in them. Nope, never mind. The fun times are over. We are back in the Hell Forest. For the record, the Hell Forest is any forest that isn't entirely made of mushrooms. Yeah, it's... I can't even... Oh. Alright, something's happening. Flashbang and freeze grenades are going off down here. What is... this? A frozen new father. White lips hang from his hooded and overly jawed face. Oh, this is a Putus Templar guy. And he's thrown some grenades and stuff at some people. There's a domesticated Ixslug and a juicing cannibal, and I just don't even want to be here. This area is actually legitimately dangerous. Let's get the hell out of here. Oh no, I'm lost. What a place to become lost. I've become lost in a river full of madpoles. How could this have happened? Go down off the bottom of the screen, get the hell out of the water, and then shoot the madpoles with your very impressive science gun. How dare you? How dare you threaten me? Do you know who I am? My father owns a dealership. Are there any dogs around here by any chance? Just having a normal one, you know how it is. Just blow this guy up real fast, because one of the few enemies that seems to still give us reasonable XP. Did I see splashing in this other little body of water over here? I sure did. Got him. Somehow completely failed to kill that dragonfly. Alright, well, I'm still lost. I was gonna say, I guess we can just go back to the world map, but actually I haven't regained my bearings yet. I cannot do that. There we go. I would like to be further to the south when we go hunting. So let's just like pick a tile near where we started. You see leeches and wild dogs. Oh, I randomly zoomed in on Timorak Grove. Okay. Are you a dog of the dog faction? Yes, because he's hostile. You can tell. You can tell because he wants to kill me. So wait, let him get next to me. And spores. I did it! Hooray! The infected crust of skin loosens and breaks away. I was critically hit by this dog. And then I sprinted. Please tell me that there's actually... There we go. I was going to say a hole in the fence. No, don't fight the farmer. Just run. Okay, well. I clanked him real good. You know, you can't say that that's not true. I, being chased through the forest by by a farmer and his dogs for the crime of having emitted spores. No, actually, for the crime of having betrayed all of dog kind. Which, when you really think about it, is actually pretty screwed up. There were trinkets at stake, you know? And you can't tell me... Wow, another place. You can't tell me that a dog doesn't understand the value of a trinket. Okay, I've been around dogs. I know how they feel about objects. Okay, so... we're still on the lookout for a leech. I'm trying to think, where have we seen lots of leeches? I feel like we see leeches near the river? I mean, I also feel like we've just seen them kind of everywhere. I just need a leech corpse. Gotta eat a whole leech, and then mix some slime, which we know where to get slime, with some primordial soup, and spray it on the infected area, or I don't remember exactly. It's probably something like that. Listen, the good news is this character started with a Corpus Chillis in his inventory, so it's not even... Oh, that's just a madpole adjacent to me. Let's not do that. I mean, I want to shoot them, but I don't want to be in any danger. That sounds terrible. So all I need to do is find the first episode of this character's life, and I have the information. Okay. God, I hate having to look around in these heavily forested areas, though. It's such a nightmare. Wow, what happened? Why are there so many madpoles everywhere? Has the watery part of this always been like this? I feel like we don't usually see a lot of madpoles when we're just wandering around at a low level. But this is a lot of madpoles, and I am scared by how many there are and how sharp they apparently are. We might just be in the wrong place, man. If we're seeing madpoles, it suggests to me that we are in the wrong place. Because the things that we are looking for do not scare me. We are looking for some of the least dangerous enemies in the entire world. Am I even shooting? I can't tell. There we go. 270 XP. We just gotta kill about 5,000 more of those guys. Boy. Apologies if this is not like the most fascinating content. I really don't know where to find a leech on purpose. Then we're also going to have to carry the corpse around. So I hope they're not heavy. Trying to just auto move to the edge of the screen here. You discover Antiversion Alamus. It's a ruin. Well, okay, madpoles. Ah, these madpoles have taken cover in a place where it's hard to see them without being adjacent to them. Very clever. Okay, I'm going to intentionally destroy this tree. What in my solar cell's out? I'm going to wait 100 turns. Did that charge at all? No, I didn't mean to begin sprinting. It did not. It did not charge at all. Well, that's annoying. I mean, I guess this isn't really a big deal. I don't know if you know this. We have a couple of cells, though. So, use this one. I'm just going to shoot this tree real fast. I'll have a much easier time shooting in here with this not in my way. Am I really just failing to shoot a thing that's right next to me over and over again? I absolutely am. I'm shooting like the doorway a bunch. Accidentally killed the madpole, but there was a second one. Accidentally killed a different tree. There was a second... Ooh. I'm sure that I saw a second madpole. There he is. Okay. So People Must. Second edition. Well, that's the good one. These ruins suck. Visibility is poor. Hey, well, dude, door. Auto-explore does not wish to interact with the door. Sure. Even more books. An illuminated book. Doesn't matter. Gonna use it to generate XP. The illuminations do not add anything to a lively discussion of the book's themes. I love themes. Alright. This is a real nightmare of a procedurally generated area. Okay, hold up. Let me actually get those. To be perfectly honest with you, if it had just been the metal sheet, I would probably have left it. And there it is. But A, we kind of care about a little bit. So it'll stop auto-exploring if it sees a madpole. Don't run. Just making it harder for me to shoot you. What are you thinking? That's very inconsiderate. Oh, Glowfish is mad at me. Sorry, Glowfish. So where are we at on level up? We need another 30,000 XP. Okay. You know, it's not that many madpoles. A bunch of stuff. Ooh, carbide hammer though. Yeah, give me this, and we'll figure this out. Hold on a second. We have so much spray foam. We have the books, obviously. Still have so many cells. 3 pounds? So I just have an empty hand right now, right? That feels like an error. It feels like we should be dual wielding. In fact, these are in the wrong order even. That's a better hammer than the one we were using. What do I have? What am I carrying that's like actually heavy? Maybe I can make a bunch of space all at once with something. Well, the jackhammer, but the jackhammer can't go. This combat shotgun, it only has 8 penetration. What are the odds I'm ever going to want to use this again? Honestly, none. None chance. Also, I could just build a better one. What if I just built a better one, though? Well, so far these ruins have been a good time, at least. Oh no, I'm famished. Let's start... Hold on, let's not start a fire directly on top of the plant life, but like in this gap where there isn't as much plant life. Preserve, and... Yeah, I mean, we're not going to be in any danger here. Let's not even waste ingredients. Boy, you sure do produce a lot of graphical effects really quickly. Oh, I stopped because I saw a glowfish, because right now I'm hostile to glowfish. Not 100% sure what I did even to make that the case. Also, how is there a fire in the middle of all this water? Well, I mean, not actually a fire, but you know. How is there kindling? Listen, I wasn't gonna kill all the glow pads, but if they're gonna throw a wrench in my auto explore, I don't even care about a metal sheet. I do care about books of Oth. You know, some people think that these books were written for the wrong reasons. I don't really buy into that theory, but there have been a lot of arguments lately about authorial intent. Yeah, that's right, I did it, and nobody can stop me. Sort of the magic of the format, really. Why do I care about... I see a giant dragonfly, so? It says it's hostile to me, but it doesn't seem... Okay. How did the dragonflies get hostile to me? What happened? Oh, hold on. Once again, things I actually care about. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. A weird artifact with 2 drams of oil in it. Oh, you don't say. And then also some kind of rifle. Scoped sniper rifle. Well, I don't need that, but I will take its parts. So, sorry, how... It's just a flamethrower just sitting there. Okay, well, thank you. That's very helpful. How heavy is it? I wish that this information couldn't get pushed off the side of the thing. I don't think we want a flamethrower. I certainly don't want to carry a flamethrower. But, I mean, so raw bear meat, is this a place where an Urshib died? I'm just going to disassemble this. Pretty sure I don't want a flamethrower. Oh, hold on now. Now, this is interesting. I'm going to disassemble that. Nice. I'm going to disassemble you. Got a 1 and a 3. We're going to take a love injector for sure. Rubber tree seed. Very well, okay. Never seen one of those before. I'm taking it. Weird. Weird little spot. I'm assuming that, yeah, an Urshib died there, because who else would be made of bear meat and have a flamethrower? I guess it could just be a guy who had a flamethrower and also had hunted some bears. I suppose. The auto-explore algorithm is not particularly efficient, is it? So there is just a little bit of space left in the lower right as well. So it seems odd for it to go all the way from where we were to the upper left. But I guess it'll get there. Oh, does it not automatically open doors? Oh my god. The trees, man. I hate the fact that there are trees that are identical to the trees that you can't move through. That you can, it would be nice if there was a little bit more visual variation. So wait, can I guess I see a door, but I can't actually see a way to the door, can I? Well, I mean, this is resolvable. We have the jackhammer. Unless this is a fake wall, it kind of looks like it is, right? There's something going on with it. Why does it look like that? Oh my god, moving through groups of trees sucks so much. Yeah, something's not right here. What is this? That's just rubble. That's also just rubble. So we can see beyond it. I am not penetrating... Sometimes I'm penetrating the rebel's armor. My guess is this rubble has a lot of health. Actually, it's not that bad. I'm just gonna mash. We got it down to lightly damaged, and now I'm committed. We have two great big hammers. We got backswing. This is under control. I'm just gonna smash the weak point of the wall. Oh, I did it, and now it's just debris. Okay, more book, more book, more book. A flashbang miner, which I smash with my hammers, just the same as I do to everything else. 47 XP. No, get. Well, I don't want a bent metal sheet, obviously. Don't be ridiculous. So yeah, not too happy so far about the way the search for the Leech Corpse is going, but we've had some interesting experiences. Here we are, scrolling right past it a whole bunch of times. Okay. I noticed some ruins nearby. Sure, let's investigate. Why not? The keypad cone. Oh, what are these walls? Just gypsum. Just normal everyday gypsum. I see a madpole to the northeast. Boy, that doesn't seem right. There he is. Okay, I'm just going to end up shooting the gypsum a bunch. More bookshelves. I was kind of hoping that there would be a way around, so I don't much like this. Alright, we're gonna try to go around. I don't want to be adjacent to the madpole. Why let them bite me if I don't have to, right? In 3BR the gyre widened, and the first triad of plagues afflicted the land. The water was poisoned with salt, gerslings ravaged the fruit and wheat, and tongues rotted away in the mouth of kith and kin. Reshef walked below the chrome arches and healed the sick. A secret about Reshef. That's just experience points, my friends. That's one of the most valuable things we could have found. So we're definitely gonna have a productive visit to the stilt after we finish this up. Still no leech, though. Again, they're so easy to find when you're not interested in finding them. I'll say this for the madpoles. It's impressive that they can survive a shot from the Eigen rifle. It really is a ridiculously powerful weapon. Sometimes it's impressive that sometimes they can survive a shot. I have no idea how much XP worth of book we have exactly in our inventory, but it's not going to be anywhere near enough for a level. That I feel pretty sure of. Like, in order to get to the 29 intelligence necessary for this data disk, we have to get to like level 36 or something, I think, or 33 maybe. Okay, it's another fact about Reshef, but it looks like that's one we knew already. Alright, let's swing over to the stilt real fast. Alright, first of all, you and I need to talk. I have a secret for you. 2,000 XP. Not bad. Each successive one gets more valuable, right? So I am hopeful that we will start seeing some real advancement here. Wow, that's 10,000 XP. That's awesome. That is a third of the distance to that level. And then beyond that, we still need one more level before we get stats again. Okay, but that's significant. We're only 9k away now. Speaking of levels, I have 356 skill points remaining. There was something I was saving up for. Was it? It was the trash thing, wasn't it? Geez, where was that? It's in folklore, something like, yeah, custom. No, I already bought trash divining. We just have 356 more skill points. Well, I don't have any idea what to do with them, frankly. I don't know that jump is all that valuable. I guess we could pick up jump when we need it, if we need it. Yeah, I guess that's true of a lot of things. We could learn how to deploy turrets and lay mines, I suppose. Maybe. I guess this isn't a problem I need to solve right now. So... Boy, where am I going to find a leech? Also, I do want to just really quickly... Let's go visit the data disk merchant. Is that this screen? Yes. Just curious if you have anything new and fun. Electrified, six-finger, antimatter cell. Wow, that's made of a really impressive CC8. We're never going to be able to do that. What exactly is the overloaded trait do? Doesn't say on the thing. We'd have to actually purchase it and build it, which is not cheap to do. Not that we couldn't, just probably not worth it. I am kind of curious about, I sort of want to get this. We could probably afford to do it too, because remember we have a ton of trade value worth of items. Totally jewel encrusted. Why did I didn't mean to look at that. I meant to look at this. One starry evening. Okay, it's not. That's not a new piece of information, I don't believe. Well, we're not going to be able to buy a leech corpse anywhere. Yeah, shoot. I don't really know where to go to find a leech. I guess 70 minutes into the episode, this is maybe a pretty good place to stop for now. It's been wild, man. This character's life has been super wild, and I'm having a great time still. When you come back next time, I'll tell you what, I'm going to wander a bit off camera looking for a leech so that I don't have to try to vamp over what is probably going to be a lot of very boring searching. And when you come back next time, I either will have found the leech that we need for our fungus remedy, or I will have found something perhaps even more interesting, if you can imagine. More interesting than a leech corpse. Come back next time to find out what it might be. And we'll see you then.